Hey guys, so if you saw the video I posted a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I showed a 3D animated fly-through of the Grand Canyon that I did with QGIS using 3D view. So today we're going to go through how you can make a video using QGIS 3D view. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to need is some elevation data. I have some here. And if you don't have elevation data, I have a video on how you can download a DEM for free, and I will link that either in the description or in the cards above so that you can take a look at that. Okay, I'm just going to click OK here, and so I'm adding a digital elevation model. That's what this is. These values show elevation in meters. And I'm just going to point out, I'm going to go through the 3D view stuff pretty quick here. I have two other videos, one on how to do 3D view and one on how to make an animation in 3D view that you can look up for more specifics. I'm also going to mention one more thing here. You need QGIS version 3.8 in order to do this. In previous versions, they're not going to have the function you need to export the images so you can make a video. So you can check your QGIS version by going to Help, check QGIS version, and right here, the current release version is 3.8.1, and I'm running 3.8.1. Okay, so we've got our DEM here. Now let's go in and go to View. We want to do a new 3D map view. This is going to pop up a new window here in just a sec. And once it does, I'll be able to set up my 3D view. Okay, so right now, as you can see, this is just in 2D. I'm going to resize this a little bit here without trying to dock it. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my configuration. I'm going to go to a DEM. I'm going to change this to my NED 10 meter, and I'm just going to click OK here for now. Okay, now you saw that changed a little. Now I can rotate this, and I can zoom in a little bit on here. Okay, so now you notice there are some of these tile corners not showing up well. If you go and you check out the other video, I'll show you how you can kind of minimize that. For now, I'm not going to deal with it. We're just going to continue on and get to the video part. One more thing I want to do here just to make this look a little better maybe is I'm going to add some imagery. So I'm going to add I think it's Google Maps I want to add on here. We'll see, maybe it was the Google Hybrid. Did it add? Nope, it didn't add. So let's try to add the Google Hybrid, and we'll add that. Say OK. Now you can see we can get this imagery overlaid on here, and if I zoom in, now I have kind of this 3D imagery. Okay. That's going to slow it down a little bit, adding those extra layers, but we'll leave it like that. Okay, good deal. So we've got that going. Now the next thing I want to do is create an animation of some kind. So this is going to be a really simple animation. It's not going to be like the Grand Canyon one I showed you before. It takes a little time to do. I'm just going to show you the basics of this so that you can do it yourself. Okay, so if you click the play button here, it gives you this animations toolbar down here. And so this is the keyframe I'm on. I have one at 0 seconds. And to set that, I'm just going to kind of zoom in something like this. Select 0 seconds. Good to go. And now what I can do is I can add a keyframe. Looks like I want it 2 seconds. Okay. And let's just actually, we're going to delete this one. Sorry guys, I messed up. So we'll delete that one. Let's add a keyframe at 2 seconds. And we're going to zoom in here and pan over to here. Okay. And then we're going to add another keyframe at 4 seconds. And we're going to rotate this way, and we're going to pan up here and pan up here and go to here, and then we're going to go to our 5-second keyframe, and we're going to try and see if we can adjust that to maybe just coming over to this area here, 5 seconds. Let's see what that looks like, see if I did that right. Okay, let's click play, zoom, we're going to turn over here, we're going to come over here, and then we're going to stop like that. All right, good enough. So that's our basic animation. And now we can save this animation. We can export the animation frames. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're going to choose an output directory. We'll do 30 frames per second. This is the output width and height. We can adjust those if we want to. I'm just going to keep it the default. So let's go to our output directory here. And nope, that's not where I want to go. So C drive, temp, and let's just make a new folder called video, enter, and we'll select the folder. Now just keep in mind that at 30 frames per second, 5 seconds, this is going to be 150 frames. So your images can go up really quickly with this. But let's go ahead and click OK. And that's going to export them with these 4 numbers. So we'll say OK. And it'll let me know when it's done here. So while it's exporting, what I want you to do is we're going to use for the next part the GNU Image Manipulation Program, or GIMP. It's basically the open source version of Photoshop. If you don't have that installed, you can do it for free. I'm using version 2.10, I believe. And let's see, probably about GIMP here, version 2.10.12. So let's see if we're done over here yet. We're still at 50%. We're going to use this. We're just going to create a GIF today, but you can then convert those into movies. In the previous one I did, the one I showed you with the Grand Canyon, I used FFmpeg to do that, and that's a command line application. If you're interested in how to do that, it can output a movie file directly, and so we could take a look at that. If people are interested, just leave a comment below. But I figured the GUI-based one might be a little more friendly for other folks because the installation's easy and it's going to be pretty straightforward to do this. Okay, looks like we're done here. So I'm going to go File. I'm just going to open the first image. And so I saved this on my C drive and in temp and in the video folder. You can see all numbers. I'm just going to open up the 001, click open. Okay, and there you can see my first image. I'm going to go to File, Open as Layers. I'm going to select everything else. I'm going to click on 0002, scroll down to the bottom, hold Shift, click on the last one, and it selects everything in between. We'll click Open. And this is going to take a minute, but you can see all these photos getting added over here. And so there's going to be 150 that it has to add here, so it's going to take just a minute, and I'm going to pause the video while it does that. All right, so I have all my images loaded in here. It took 2 or 3 minutes to do that. Now I want to go to Filters, Animation, and I should be able to do Playback. And it's going to take maybe just another minute here to merge all these layers together. So I'm going to stop this again until this is complete. Oh, there it is. Never mind, not going to stop it. Okay, so now we have it here and I can adjust things. So I have 1x, I can do 30 frames per second to match the speed. And I should be able to click play. And sure enough, here goes my animation. So you can see it's now going through the animation I made, showing the images. And there we have it. And it's just going to loop through there. Okay. Good deal. So we can see that our animation works. And the next thing we're going to want to do is to save it. So saving this is really simple. We're just going to go to File, and we're going to say Export As. Oh, and it's going to do all these. Hold on, let me just double check on this and make sure that I do it right for you. Okay, so to save this, we'll go File, Export As. I'm back in my video folder. I'm just going to name this animation.gif. Make sure you put that .gif extension on the end. That's the important part. Say Export. And then you want to make sure that you have this as animation clicked. Okay. If you don't have this clicked, it's not going to export properly. So now we'll say Export. And this may take just a minute. So I'm going to pause the video again while this exports, and then we'll open it up and view our video. Okay, so that has saved now. The easiest way to view this is just open up a blank tab in your browser. I'm using Chrome here. I actually don't know if this works in Firefox or Internet Explorer, but it works in Chrome. Go to your file, so mine's here at the end of this video folder, and just drag and drop it into Chrome, and there you can see your animation playing. So now you have this in a GIF format. You can convert that to an actual video if you want to. You can play around some more with getting a really good animation in QGIS, or with some effects for the different frames in in GIMP. Or you can take this as a video and put it into a video editor. So that's really quick and a quick example of how you can use QGIS and GIMP to create a 3D video animation, which I think is pretty cool and kind of fun to do. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Go ahead and check out the Facebook page, Instagram page. Both of them are open source options. And check out the community post page for more information. Thanks for your support, guys. Really appreciate you watching, and have a great day.